maybe having trouble understanding exactly what it is and how to use it and so on. And if you have any questions, please just fire them at me. So, what do you need help with? So, the objectives of this are, we're going to go through things. It's about how to log in with your username and password, how to edit your profile, how to view the previous and current meetings, sign up for meetings, request a speech, how you actually go about that using EasySpeak, how to view your speech progress. So all of the members here have, you've done a certain number of speeches, maybe it's 2, or you might have finished the competent communication manual. And I'm going to show you how you can see exactly what you've done and set yourself some goals as well. Do your leadership track to how you're getting on with the competent leadership. And I know for the guests you've got no idea what I'm talking about, but I'll try and explain some of this as we progress. Responding to the meeting emails, setting goals for yourself as well. And we'll talk about some other options. So, to find EasySpeak, you go to toastmasterclub.org, and all of you should have received a username and a password, all of the members anyway. And if you haven't received a username and a password, I'm not the person to complain to, David is. Because David and, is it Martin? I think it's just David, or maybe it's Martin as well, kind of handle the new members and actually registering you on the system. And you'll receive a username and a password, and once you receive the username and the password, this is the site that you will see once you log in. But to get to this stage in the first place, you just put your username here and your password, and if you're not sure about your password, then you just simply click on the I forgot my password. And then you should receive a new password in your email. Let's see if this is working yet. No, it's not.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
Is your username your own name?
No. The username is normally, I'm not sure what system David uses. Go on, David.
The system that I tried is which is sort of handed down to me. It's usually the first 4 letters of your first name, then the first 2 letters of your surname. Depending on if you've only got a very short name, then it doesn't really work. And also try not to make anything rude out of it.
Right. Okay. So that's where you put your username. That's where, if you forgot your password, you just click on that, and you just follow the instructions.
What if you've forgotten your username?
Then just have a chat with David. Really.
If you've forgotten it, if you can't get in at all, what you do is you log into EasySpeak and send me an email. Just send me an email, text me or phone me, and I will.
Is there anyone here who does not know their username?
Is it Toastmastersclub.org or
Yeah.
Toastmasters.org? Is that a different one?
That's different.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the international one.
I'm going to show you that later on to
All
tell
right.
you the difference between the two. So just wait till the end and you'll see what the difference is. But is there anyone who doesn't know their username? Any of the members? So we've got a couple of people. So probably best if you have a chat with David and he can sort you out with a username and a password. Right, so to reactivate the account, you click the link in the email, and that will log you in with your new password. So if you do click on the you forgot your password option, just click on that link, and that will actually take you into the site, and then you're able to change a password that you'll be able to remember. You're able to make a new password. So this is what you do when you receive your new password. You type in your username, type in your password, click remember me, and log in. The Spanish speakers will have a little smile at tonto. Everyone who doesn't speak Spanish has no idea why that's amusing. Tonto means stupid in Spanish. So editing your profile. You were thinking of the horse, I thought you were, okay. The horse.
It's the Indian, not the horse.
Yeah, Lone Ranger. So if you want to, once you actually log in, if you want to edit your profile, so you have, everyone's got a user profile, and there's various tabs on here. You can see the first one is registration. So the username and your email address and your password and so on. And then there's various other tabs, which I'll quickly go through now. So that's how you find this. You click on the profile in the right side of the screen, and then this is your user profile. Other sections, the personal tab. So this is the registration tab. should go, oh, images, if you want to put a photograph of yourself, if you're very vain like myself, you can do that. And then your photograph appears in the corner bit. It should be yours, not my one. The meetings, if you want to find out about when the next meeting is or any other information, you just click on meetings, and then this appears, and you've got all sorts of information. You can find out when the next meeting is. You can go forward to future months. You can find out about training events, when the next contests are, and much other information as well. You can find out about the last meeting if you want to see who attended, maybe who won the awards, or whatever it is you might be looking for. Let's just go forward. And remember to stop me with anything that you're not sure. Just fire some questions my way. This is showing, again, this is showing the last meeting. No, sorry, this is showing an upcoming meeting. I prepared this presentation earlier last year. No, February 17th. So it was earlier this year I prepared this one. And we're just kind of going over this again because we've got a lot of new members. So this is the screen that you'll see when you go on to look at the next meeting. And you can see here there's spaces if you want to take up a role. So for this meeting, you can see Video Master is empty. So say, for example, you wish to be a Video Master, you just simply click on here, and then for the members, your name will appear, and then you can just choose your name if you want to be Video Master, or if you want to be Timekeeper, or whatever role. The only roles that you're not able to actually select for yourself are if you want to be a speaker, because the speaker roles have to be assigned by the Vice President of Education, the VPE, which is Satya now. And something that I would ask all of you, one of the reasons that we're doing this is because for all of us, everyone on the committee, from Martin, the President, Sergeant at Arms, Dennis, and everyone else, no one gets paid for doing this. And the VPE, the Vice President of Education, it's one of the most difficult roles on the committee. And it's not really helpful if everyone keeps emailing Satya and calling Satya and asking her to do things for you, when really we could all do this for ourselves. And I know that Satya recently has been getting a lot of emails, and we could do many of these things ourselves. So if you could make it easier for her by getting used to this system, and if you want to do a speech, all you do is go onto this system, and I'll show you in a minute how you can sign up for a speech. And then it makes it much easier for her, because she doesn't have much time like all of us do. So,
I have a question. How do you be a backup something, or say you'll do any role?
I'll show you that in a minute. So that's if you want to be, the only thing that really needs backing up is a reserve speaker. So I'll come to that bit in just a minute. So this is what some of the stuff that the Vice President of Education does. If you want to sign up for meetings, you just go to the link that says My Participation, and the very first link says Sign Up for Meetings. You just click on that, and that allows you to actually choose a role and to let us know, or to let the Toastmaster of the meeting know that you will be attending. And that can be helpful for the Toastmaster. So for tonight it's Denise. The Toastmaster always has lots of things that they're trying to organise, and there's always people dropping out and speakers dropping out and other people who can't make it to the meeting. And it's very useful for the Toastmaster to know. She can look through who has said that they will be attending, and say for example Sina has said I will be attending, and Sina doesn't have a role, then the Toastmaster could look and say, okay, well one of the speakers has dropped out, but I can see that Sina's coming, so maybe then she can ask Sina, would you like to be a speaker, or could you be timekeeper, or whatever. So it's really useful if you can, even if you don't have a role, to actually indicate on here that you will be attending the meeting.
The biggest problem is, and this is something I don't know how we cure, is as of Sunday just gone, Denise is looking for people apart from the speakers to fill all the evaluators, slots, general evaluator and so forth. Nobody on Sunday, bar 3 or 4 people, have actually indicated they were coming. Makes her job so much harder, and the majority of things that she was filling in, she was doing tonight.
Absolutely.
Now there's got to be some way to convince everybody.
Well, that's why we're doing this.
Right,
exactly
but we've had these conversations before, and for some reason, I'd like to know why people don't actually indicate they're coming.
Well, can you listen to Peter? Because that's exactly the problem here. So we really do need everyone to get into the habit. And that's what it is, it's a habit. If you can make this a habit of every meeting, just simply because you should all receive an email which asks, are you coming to the meeting on whichever date it is, just simply click the link. And then that will allow you to say that you will be attending or you won't be attending. And you can actually sign up, maybe you want to be an evaluator or a timekeeper or whichever role.
Tony, I don't know if you're going to show this, but what I was trying to do, I was trying to send a group email.
I'll show you that in a minute,
So it's
yeah.
coming up good, okay.
Yeah. So this is how you actually sign up for the role. So this is the page that you will see once you click the link to say that you will be or you won't be attending. This is the page that you will see. So as you can see here, you can sign up for any of the roles there. And this shows all of the members, and you can see who has clicked to say they are attending and who is not attending. So on this particular case, so I've clicked, so has Bar, and this is obviously from a few months ago, Barmit has, and Denise and Elsa have, and most of the other people haven't clicked anything. And at the bottom of this screen, I think it's going to come up now. Oh no. So at the bottom of that screen, Angela, there is a link. It's just kind of down here, which if you want to be reserved speaker, and that's obviously not just for anyone. So if you can see that 4 people have signed up to speak, but there's always, as we saw again tonight, there's always someone drops out who has signed up to be a speaker. So maybe why not just sign up to say that I'll be reserved speaker and have a speech ready, because as we know, someone always drops out from giving a speech. So if you're ready with a speech in reserve, I know Steffi's done this before, Angela does this regularly, it'll be good practice for all of us to have a speech ready just on the off chance that someone does drop out. Put yourself down as a reserve speaker. When someone drops out, you can move in and you can deliver your speech. So this is about how to request a speech. So there's a thing here called My Participation, and there's a link that says Request a Speech. It's also up there, you can get to it from that way as well. And when you click on that link, this is what you will see. So this window will appear, and the first tab that you see is speech title. So here, it's asking you to actually put the title of your speech. If you haven't written a speech yet, or you haven't actually thought about what the title is, simply put TBC, to be confirmed, or to be advised, or whatever. It's not important. You can just simply sign up for the speech at this part. So after you put something in there, and it's up. So the first thing is you need to choose your workbook, enter your speech title, and choose the preferred dates. So to choose the workbook, this is how you would do that. So the second tab is about the workbook, and if you're, for most people here, you're doing the competent communication manual. So most members, when they start, you go through the competent communication manual, and you can see here all of the various projects. So maybe, so for example, next you'll be doing speech number 3. So you would just simply click here, which is get to the point. And once you click on that, it then will ask you, what date you would like to do it. So let's just, this is for the advanced speakers if they want to choose. I think all of the advanced speakers will know how to do this. Is there any advanced speakers who don't? Angela, are you sure about? No? Right, okay. So if an advanced speaker wants to choose a manual, let me just go back one page. So you would just simply click on so you would click over here, and it would then bring up all of the advanced manuals. And so say you were doing speciality speeches, you could just click on this, and then that would give you the option of all the projects within the speciality speeches. Yeah, is that clear, Angela?
It's convoluted.
That's true.
I'm trying to unconvolute it.
Yeah.
So, and as you can see here, Speaking to Inform, by clicking on that, you can then see the various projects within the Speaking to Inform manual. And then you could just click on whichever project number it was you were doing from that particular manual. And then, so you choose a project number. Then eventually you get to the speech title, which we've already gone through. But then you will get to, so many options here, the preferred dates. So this is about, you need to choose the first, second and third option for what dates you would like to do your speech. So it might be that, so forget January, say this is saying August, September, October. So it might be your preferable date or your preferred date is for the next meeting. So you would put first in here for the next meeting if there's a space, and then maybe you can't do the next meeting after that, but in 4 weeks' time, you put your second preferred choice for, say, the first meeting in September or the second meeting in September. And then you might do your third choice for October or whatever. But if you put 3 choices, it then gives the VPE more room to play with, because it might not only be you that's requested a speech, maybe 4 or 5 people have all requested a speech for next week today. And then the VPE has to decide, okay, well not all of you can speak, I'm only able to give 2 people an opportunity for next week, but for the meeting after we have much more opportunity. So that's why it's very helpful if you can do a first, second and third choice, which makes it much easier for the VPE. So you just click on the date. And as I said, choose your first, second and third choices. And if you're wondering what these clocks here are, that indicates how many people have already requested, how many people are already down to deliver speeches for those meetings. So where you can see 4 clocks, that means there's already 4 people to give a speech on that date. So you can see on this date here, there's only 1 person, whereas this date here, at that time, nobody had actually requested a speech yet. So where you see no clocks at all, that means there's plenty of opportunities to give a speech. So it's obviously better to go for dates where there's no one at all. You're much more likely to get your preferred date.
Do you have to look for a place with 2 slots if you're giving a longer speech?
It can be useful. The VPE will just need to juggle things then if you're doing a longer speech. And it depends on how long the speech is, because it could be, generally the program that we use now, we have 6 speeches every meeting. But for example, so tonight, because I'm doing this educational, so we did a different agenda where we only did 4 speeches, so that we were able to fit everything in time. So something like that can always be done if need be. And after you've done all of that, after you've chosen the dates, you've done the workbook, you've done the title, it's important to click save in the top corner, because there's no point in doing all that and then leaving it, because if it's not saved, you just completely wasted your time. So after you've done all that, please click save in the top corner. And then all that information is then sent to the VPE, so Satya can then receive all that and start to allocate a date for you and so on. So if you want to view your speech progress to see how, what you've been doing so far and what you've still got to come, you just click on, sorry, I'll show that link again, you just click on this link that says view my speech progress, and it will take you to this screen. So it will show you with ticks what projects you've already done. It will tell you the date that you did the project, and even it will tell you your speech titles if you've forgotten which speeches you've done. And then here, it also shows you what speeches that you've requested in the future. It will give you some options there. Green already? Wow, okay. Can we go through quick?
Can you go back? For example, I wasn't on the programme tonight. Can I go back in and fill in what I've done?
You can do, yeah. But I'm going to go through it a bit quickly now, because we're going through quite quickly. So I'm not going to concentrate on the competent leadership so much, because we need to get people doing the speeches more. So, hugging there? Oh, why is that there? I know. Responding to meeting emails. So, this is something that Denise touched upon. So, whenever you get an email about upcoming meetings, there's always a link at the bottom of the email. And the way that this is normally the message will say something along these lines. And at the bottom there'll always be a link saying, I will be attending or I will not be attending. So you simply click on whichever one is appropriate. So if you will be attending, obviously you click on the I will be link. Attendance information, we've already gone through that. Oh, that's the agenda. Right, so this is the my participation. And that's if you want to send a message to the VPE about anything in particular, you can just click on that link there. And same thing if you needed to send a message to the treasurer, to Martin or whoever, you can just click on any of these links there if you need to do that. And all of these links are under the main link that says My Communication. And you can contact other members on that same one as well.
You've got a club mass email there. Is that the one that Angela's referring to?
Denise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is this where it's club
So
mass
you can
email?
click on here.
I didn't see that because I was going by contact other
Yeah,
members,
so-
I went in there and then I
Yeah.
found this big list. And I clicked quite a few of the buttons to email it, but there was no send. So then I had to go and do them individually.
It's going to
Club mass
come in a
email.
minute. So, David?
So that club mass email, not everybody has the right to do that.
Ah, okay. It's done.
But if you've been assigned as Toastmaster, you should have been able to see that. But it might be you didn't know to look there. So
I'll check
because
it.
the
I don't
only-
think it was there.
the only people that get authority to use this, or the only people this actually appears for, if you're assigned to be Toastmaster for the next meeting, or if you're VP or IT support, everyone else will not see the club.
I don't think I got it.
But if you've been assigned as Toastmaster, you would have. You probably just didn't see this
I'll
link in
check
the
it.
first
I'll
place.
check it.
Well, the Toastmaster has an option to send what the EasySpeak calls the third email, the
Yeah,
third.
so you
So there's a
definitely-
whole set-
The
That
Toastmaster
understood.
always gets that option. So
That
I think you just didn't
understood
see
it,
it.
but then what happened was, because there was a couple of vacancies this evening,
Yeah.
and yesterday I tried to send about an email to
I
about
think
5 people.
I think
I'll
the
check.
case is you just didn't look under my communication.
I was in that box, but I can't remember seeing the time.
Yeah, so this is, this mass email option is for general communications, but there is that separate functionality that the Toastmaster of the evening has. On there, I think, yes, where we're pointing at the top, right, there is an option for the Toastmaster to send an email.
Right, so I'm moving on quickly because we haven't got a lot of time. It's my participation, we don't need to talk about that. Right, so some other things that you can access also from EasySpeak. So on the link that says help options, there's various things that come up here, and one of it is called EasySpeak Video. If you were to watch some of the videos on here, it will really help you understand EasySpeak much more, because I mean here we don't have a lot of time for me to really run through this. But by watching the videos, it helps you understand exactly how EasySpeak works, and it really explains it in detail as well. And there's various videos on there. So I really would urge some of you to look at the videos. It will really help you understand of how this all works. And you can see these some of the training videos that they have on there. There's many different videos they have. It's about how to request a speech, how to plan speeches, creating your personal educational goals. There's many different videos that you can watch on there.
Does it have mentors anywhere?
Mentors, yeah.
Where?
We'll come to that in a minute. There's an FAQ section here as well, so if there's some questions you have about EasySpeak, you can go to the FAQ. Right, this is some of the questions you can see on the FAQ. FAQ, for anyone who's not aware, are frequently asked questions. And as you can see, lots of different questions that people have been asking in the past. This is about club and officer information. This was the committee as of last year. There's, let me find, like for mentors, Angela, you would go to, under where it says this club, and then if you go down to where it says club charts, and then you can see there's a little arrow there, and that means there's some more links there. So if you click on club charts, it would take you up, and I can show you that screen in a minute. If you click on the go to, you can see these various links. You can find information on some of the clubs that are close to us. You can find, if you're looking for a particular club, or you can see some of the other links there. And there's the help, the options under help. And there's the options under profile. So if you want to click on your profile, you want to edit your profile, just go to profile and then click on there, and then you can change any of the information, maybe if you changed your address or whatever. Training videos. So now this is where the mentor is, Angela. So club charts, goals, and then view mentors. And that, it shows it in two ways. I'm not sure if I've got it on here. I think I have. I'll come back to that in a minute because this is about goals. If you want to set yourself a goal, so say for example, Steffi, what speech did you do tonight? Was it? 6. Number 6. So say you wanted to complete your communication manual by January, for example. I think it's going to show you here. No, it does. I've got a feeling I have got it on here. Let me just go through now. Okay. There's an option where you can click, it says goals, and you can click on there and say, okay, I want to complete my competent communication manual by January, and it will then tell you how many speeches you have between now and January, how many weeks you have between now and January, and it will say, okay, so you need to be doing one speech every 6.2 weeks or something along those lines. So it helps you set goals for yourself. Maybe you want to set a goal for yourself, you want to complete the competent leadership manual by March or by June or whatever it is. So this is, when you first log into the site, recently I created these buttons, so they're nice and big so everyone can see. No one should not be able to see these buttons. I couldn't have made them much bigger. These are the things that we want to do most. So if you are looking to request a speech, this one is probably the one to do that because it's nice and big and it says request speech. Confirm attendance, you just click on that one, and if you want to choose a role, you do that one. We've already done that. So just a couple of other things I want to show you. We've also got a website, which is HOD TV, and we've also, I put those buttons on our website as well. So you can go to the EasySpeak site, or you can go to our own website, and you can click those links, and that will actually take you into EasySpeak. You may need to put your username and password, but if you click the link that says remember my information, then you won't need to click your username and password. It will just take you straight in by pressing that.
Can you just give people the address?
I'm about to, yeah. So the website address is up here. So it's hod-tv.uk. And once you're on that site, you don't need to remember login because you can simply click in login, and that will enable you to go straight through to EasySpeak. Now, I forgot his name. He was mentioning about that we've got there's 2 main sites. There's toastmasterclub.org, which is where EasySpeak is, and then there's Toastmasters with an S.org. That is the main Toastmasters International site for the whole world. The only reason you would really need to go onto that site is if you're requesting some, like a manual you want sent to you, or maybe you want a Toastmasters pen or a badge or something like that. But that's where you can order that kind of information, and that's on that site. This is our main site, the website that we've created just for our club, which is, as I said, HOD-TV UK. And you can also access all of the videos in here. So, for example, on this page, this is the page that has all of the icebreaker speeches. So you can see it's got a nice little video there of Indra. Sorry, Tyler, what am I talking about? Of Indra as an evaluator. And it lists all of the people that have done icebreakers, all of the videos that we have for the icebreaker speeches. And if you want to access all of this, by clicking on HDTV, this will come up. And if you click on, say, CC6, it will show you all of the videos of people that have done the CC6 manual. Or clicking CC3, obviously it shows you all the videos of those particular speeches as well. And then this has the advanced manual. So if you're doing a humorous speaking manual, just click on that, and then you can see videos of people that have delivered speeches from that manual. This is a page called List of Resources for Toastmasters, and it's under the home link. And there's lots of useful information in there. So, for example, you can see this book, which was recommended by David. It's a fantastic book if you're looking to improve your use of words and so on. And then there's many other links on there. So there's a link here to a list of rhetorical devices, which was created by a man called Paul Cowell from another Toastmasters club. And there's a lot of other information on that page as well. So just if you're looking to improve your speaking and so on. Other things on this site. So you click on HDTV, you go down to speech projects, and you can see here the different, it gives you information on all the different manuals that we have and information on each different project as well. And you can find videos on some other things as well, some other speech projects. This is the YouTube channel, because we used to be called Stanmore Speakers as far as the YouTube was concerned. So if you want to find, if you don't want to look at our videos via our website, you can go directly to the YouTube channel, and that's the link for YouTube. So you just go youtube.com/user/Stanmore Speakers. You don't need to worry about capitals, just put Stanmore Speakers and that will take you directly to the YouTube channel. And the reason you might want to go direct, say this is the page you receive when you first log on, and we have playlists for many different things. You might not be sure, I'm watching it, yeah. You might not be sure what, still on green, it's okay. The playlists are, so for example, the entertaining speaker manual. Oh, that's too fast?
Yeah.
No, that's too much, far too much information.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to explain about what is it that, so this is about the playlists on YouTube. So all of us have an individual playlist, and what that means is, so this playlist here, which is called Peter, and you can see here it says 70 videos. So if Peter was to click that list, that shows all of the videos that Peter's done over the last couple of years, from speeches and evaluations and table topics and so on. Same thing for Mike. And clicking this link would show Martin all of the president's addresses from himself and from when Jill was president, and probably even when Peter was president. So all of these are playlists. So it means it's various videos put together in one list. So it means as soon as one of the videos finishes, the next video will come on, and the next video will be from the same playlist. So if you click on the table topics playlist, it will just have lots of videos of people delivering table topics. And this might be useful if, for example, you're doing a storytelling manual and you're not sure about how to go about writing a speech for that manual. You can maybe go and look, and you can see how other people have gone about delivering a speech for a storytelling manual. So it just can give you some ideas. And that can be the same thing if you're doing Timekeeper. You can just click on the Timekeeper playlist and see how other people have done the Timekeeper role. And that's just listing many of the other people that have done some of the videos that are on our YouTube channel. Right, was there, I know I've kind of gone through this quick because it was like we were running out of time. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah,
No.
just give me the YouTube.
So the YouTube website is,
/user/Stanmore Speakers.
it's here, Mike.
youtube.com/user/Stanmore Speakers.
And-
Slash at the end as well, yeah.
Yeah. And you can also access it, Mike, from the HOD site, which is here. So just go to hod-tv.uk, and you can access all of those videos. You can go to the YouTube channel, or you can just simply go to this site, because this has all of the videos as well. You don't need to worry about the Facebook one, it's just the top one.
So what is
Oh,
Facebook?
Can we just ask questions after the meeting, because we've gone way over our time.
Well, we have to order to this, we're still on green.
No, it's
No, it's
called-
already-
So way before,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you have it.
It's red.
I am.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it's just the,
I am, yeah.
no, don't worry, we're just trying to get the meeting as a whole back.
Okay.